Words sometimes make a woman weak, and other times they touch her heart. They go past her defenses and logic and settle in deep parts of her that she keeps from others. The majority of men are unaware of these words. They play it safe and stay on the surface, but if you want to make her feel you, crave you, and remember you long after you've left, you must speak a language that moves her, and that's precisely what I'm giving you today. 3 forbidden phrases that will make a woman feel something she can't put into words. Something she won't admit, but something she will never forget. 1. You're the one place I feel at home. There's a reason this phrase is so incredibly effective and not just romantic. When you look her in the eyes, lowering your voice slightly so the words feel like a secret, and say, "You're the one place I feel at home," it does more than just touch her heart. It cuts through every one of her emotional defenses. Why? Because you're giving her an emotional role in your life rather than a compliment. A role that elevates her above every other woman she's ever compared herself to. You're not saying she's beautiful, which she's heard 100 times before. You're not saying she's amazing, which sounds nice but doesn't have a deep impact. You're telling her, "You are my safe place in a restless world. You are the only place on this planet where my soul can breathe." Do you have any idea how infrequently she hears that? Here's the truth that most men are unaware of. Women don't just want to be desired, they want to be felt. They want to be the solution to a problem you can't express. They want to feel like their presence softens the parts of you that the world has hardened. They want to feel like a sanctuary, not just someone you like. And that is exactly what this phrase provides. Consider the significance of those words. You're the one place I feel at home. It's not transactional or material. It's not about what she does for you. It's about what she means to you. You've gotten rid of the performance and the games. And you're admitting that in her presence. You can take off the mask you wear for everyone else. And, trust me, a woman falls hard when she feels she's the only one who sees the real you, because you've made her irreplaceable rather than just a romantic interest. Now, this is where things get even more potent. When you say this, it has a dual effect on her. First, it softens her. She feels emotionally secure. She feels like she matters beyond the physical attraction, the surface, and the chase. She feels like she's entered a sacred place in your world that nobody else can touch. Second, it fuels her desire because she now wants to keep that role in your life and deepen it. She wants to be the woman who gives you that feeling of belonging again and again. Because of this, the delivery is just as important as the words themselves. You don't just blurt it out in a text. You don't say it in the middle of a pointless conversation. You say it when the air between you is still thick with tension. It could be after a long conversation where she shared something vulnerable. Perhaps you're sitting silently next to each other, and she's wondering what's on your mind. That's when you turn to her. Hold her gaze just long enough for her to catch her breath and say it. "You're the one place I feel at home." It hits her like a wave. And here's the best part. She'll keep replaying it. Days or even weeks later, that sentence will randomly pop into her head. It's a memory trigger, not just words. Every time she thinks about it, she will remember not only what you said, but also how you made her feel when you said it. And that feeling is what keeps her drawn to you. I have something powerful for you. Before we go any further, it's a free ebook called The Attraction Handbook. Inside, you'll discover how to make her crave you with just a few psychological moves. For now, it's free, so get it from the description or the pinned comment below. 2. I don't want perfect. I want you. Some words are pleasant to hear, while others shake a woman to her core. This phrase falls into the second category because when you look at her and say, "I don't want perfect, I want you," it's not just a statement, it's a revolution in her mind. Why? Because you've just destroyed one of the deepest insecurities that most women have, the pressure to be perfect. You've told her that to be worthy of your attention, she doesn't have to be flawless, she doesn't have to always say the right thing, look a certain way, or live up to an impossible standard. You're telling her that she can simply be in your eyes, and doesn't have to put on a show. And that's where the magic happens. Because here's the thing, even the most confident woman you know struggles with unspoken doubts. She wonders if she's good enough. She fears that if someone saw the real, unfiltered version of her, the one who cries at night, the one who makes mistakes, the one who occasionally feels like a mess, they would run away. She compares herself to others. And then you tell her, "I don't want perfect, I want you." And all of a sudden, she feels completely seen. You've told her that you're not interested in an idealized version of her. You want the real thing, the flaws, the quirks, the raw truth. You want the woman who is hiding beneath the filters, the social mask, and the performance. And when a woman experiences that level of acceptance, she melts because you've done something that most men are unable to do. You've made her feel secure in her flaws. Now, here's the secret. This phrase not only makes her feel good, it also makes her want you. Why? Because it completely changes the game. You've placed the burden on yourself to handle the real her and remove the pressure on her to be perfect. You're demonstrating that your attraction is more than just superficial admiration. You want the side of her that most people never see, the raw, messy, and wonderfully human side. This fosters an intoxicating emotional closeness. She starts to let you in. She reveals more. She unlocks doors that were previously locked. And once she realizes you don't flinch when she reveals her flaws, she wants to be around you because you've become something unique, a man who can make room for all of her. But the real power of this phrase lies here. It gives her freedom. Freedom to stop acting. Freedom to stop worrying about always being on. Freedom to feel like she doesn't have to earn your love, because in your presence, she is already enough. And that freedom doesn't make her lazy. It makes her fall. Because you are unlike the others who want perfection, the others who only want her best angles, her most polished self. You're telling her that the messy, unguarded version of her, the one she hides from the world, is the one you find most appealing. That builds a connection so strong and so deeply ingrained that she won't be able to stop thinking about you. It's alluring, but not in the way that most people think. It's not about physical closeness. It's about emotional nakedness, the kind that binds her to you in ways she won't even completely comprehend. 3. You make me want to risk everything. Some phrases are charming, some are flirtatious, and some completely unravel a woman. You make me want to risk everything falls into that last category. Because when you say this, you're not just complimenting her. You're exposing yourself. You're admitting something forbidden, dangerous, and profoundly human, that she draws you toward her in a way that goes against logic, safety, and even your own self-preservation. This isn't a line you should use lightly. It has weight. It says, I know who I am. I know what I stand for. But you make me willing to cross every line I have drawn for myself. It tells her that she is the exception, not just another woman in your life. The one who makes you reevaluate everything you thought you'd never compromise on. Why does this phrase hit so hard? Because every woman wants to be that for someone. She wants to be the one who disarms the man who swore he couldn't be disarmed. The one who turns the unshakable into the shaken. The one who makes a strong man vulnerable. You're telling her that she has that effect on you. That she makes you feel alive in a way that is worth the uncertainty, the danger, and even the potential heartbreak. When you say to her, you make me want to risk everything. And that is intoxicating. This phrase also sparks a fire in her because it alludes to the stakes. It suggests that being with her is difficult, that she isn't just a choice you made on a whim, that she poses risks perhaps emotional, social, or even moral. And yet, you are willing to embrace them. It makes her feel powerful, desired, and irresistible, as if she has a gravitational pull over you that no one else has. And this is where it gets even more alluring. This phrase fosters intimacy through vulnerability. Men frequently believe that strength means being untouchable. But the truth is, the strongest men are the ones who can look a woman in the eyes and say, you move me, you change me, you scare me, and I still want you. That is the paradox. Vulnerability in a man, when done with confidence, doesn't make him weak, it makes him memorable. If you have ever said something to a woman that made her look at you differently, leave a comment below. She felt it. Let's see how many men have used words that left a mark.